hey, yeah. They try to pause me on YouTube, but look, it stops here. Queen toast rose up. Now those chicks are shook with real fear. I'm a bad bitch, always on point. They can't block my career. I set the camera, lit the room, and made the vision clear. Yeah, you know they mad. Those hoes are hating on my digital space. But I just block the noise, keep the camera focused on my face. Got niggas feeling me, but I turn them down. They can't keep pace. I respect myself and respect my craft. No time to waste. Put my family first, built this empire from the ground. No matter how they try to play you, you captured the play, safe and sound. Didn't make it seem because God made you to wear the heavy crown. What you know about the queen when she's stepping through your town? What you know about the queen? Yeah, she's always on point. Queen Tulsa in the building, smoking out the whole joint. They tried to play you, but you captured the play. Didn't break a sweat. Now those chicks are short. That's a bet, yeah, that's a bet. Queen Tulsa, make it never match your pedigree. Family first, craft first, living wild and free. I remember clicking upload when the hate was at its peak. They thought that YouTube.
Them real tears. I had to let y'all know. That video when you scroll down on my page of me in the pink crying. Them just some of the tears I done cried about this game. It was the day I let everybody know that 3 had got shot. That's when I had to tell everybody. Ooh, my booty hurt. So, grab mama. Running down, I'm in McKinney. 3 got a house. I had 3 to get a house 2 streets behind me. Everybody know 3 had the big house in McKinney. Because he's from McKinney. He had his mom and them living over there now. And he had the apartment downtown. Right? That's where he had a little studio and shit at. It's privacy, but he bought his family a house 2 streets behind me in McKinney. Right there on El Dorado in Hardin. And I lived on El Dorado in Lake Forest. Do your research. So, grab mama. My mama, I had her house around the corner. R.I.P. My mom just passed. Grab mama. We jump on 75. I'm racing. So it's about 10, a little bit after 10. Racing. I got my hazards on. Nasty bitch. I think I was in my Camaro. I'm not giving a fuck, nigga. Police, I'm finna be on a high-speed chase to Oak Cliff behind 3. Running. Had just crossed over George Bush. Had hit Richardson. Just hit Richardson because when I got the car, I exited on camera. I remember. I have a great memory. They always say memory like an elephant. I remember everything. And I keep receipts and pictures and videos and logs and everything. Write journals, everything. I keep everything. I'm the publicist. I'm supposed to. Rain call. He said, Sky, where you at? I said, I'm on my way, nigga. I'm almost there. The bitch say, turn around. Gone. I said, what? He said, turn around. He gone. I said, now, fuck that nigga. I'm coming out to the hospital anyway. Because I already know when somebody died, they just don't put you out the hospital like that. Right? You know, family get to sit around, collect thoughts and shit like that. He like, no, everybody already gone. I said, where's Miss Nicole? They already gone. And if anybody know about trauma and when people first die, only thing be on your mind is if that person did. You can't contemplate anything like, how am I going to survive with this person? What are we going to do? How are we going to make it? What, like, there's be a million things going through your mind when that person died. You don't be thinking about it. You don't be thinking straight. Take you a little time during your healing process to start looking back. Things start coming together. You start recollecting facts, bringing back memories. Everything be a blur for a while. when somebody first died. You be like in a state of shock. If anybody's ever lost anybody, you know what the fuck I'm telling about. You know that feeling. Because I got a call, Boosie. I got a call down in Houston. I got a call in industry, and I got to let the world know that they're gone. And how I'm going to do this? I feel like I done dropped the ball. You know, if you're a parent and you lose a child, you know, you be feeling like everything your fault. Like, it hurt to lose a kid. And these be my kids. I love them all. So, I tell Rain, I say, Rain, go to the apartment and get everything. Get everything. Everything meaning get all the money, get any drugs, get the hard drives, most definitely get the hard drives, get the music. Because we know his family's finna go off in there, and, you know, we need to get what's ours. And we don't want nobody else to break in or nothing like that. So get everything that's of value that you can fit into a bag, you know. Get his jewelry, get everything. Bring it to my house. He said, okay. I'm at the house. I had to call out. So I started making the calls, letting them know they're gone. My kids there. They crying like a motherfucker. Because 3 like they brother, you know. 3 stayed in the house, slept on the couch, ate noodles with them, played Connect Four, laughed, played. That's their brother. Because again, y'all don't see them for a couple of years while I'm working with them and developing them. So they be their family. My whole family distraught. Blood relatives, Skylight family. We shook. That's why I even release it to y'all. So 5 years while you just now seeing Rain gave you the gun, ma'am, asking for a friend. I had to heal. If you understand, troughs and llama. I follow codes. I stand by. I'm from the streets, bitch. I stand by street rules. I come from respect, moral order. If you understand what that means. But number 1, grieving, healing. And number 1, and tell your motherfucking friend. Bitch, I ain't on your friend's time. I ain't on your motherfucking time, hoe. Real respectfully, hoe. I ain't even got disrespectful. I'm on God's time. I don't move when nobody say move but God. I ain't on the internet's time. I'm on God's time. So if you understand that, you're going to respect it. Or you're going to get the fuck up out of my face. So tell your friend. If you got a problem with the way I move, take it over God, or you can suck both my pussy lips. Fat pussy. We ain't gonna talk about money, Ma. Look. Maya Skylight baby too, because signing the Skylight like signing the death row. Once you a Skylight baby, you always a Skylight baby. They be my engine. They grow. When you fuck with me, your engine gonna grow. You gonna grow to the biggest and the best of whatever the fuck it is that you wanna be. I don't give a fuck if that's a hoe or a motherfucking killer, a pastor, a priest, a pimp, a porn star. They all belong to me. I don't judge nobody. White, black, blue, green, red. I cross the line. Black, white ain't nothing but 2 sides to me with everything. That's good and bad. And I'm always want the good of everything. I know some motherfucking good devils that'll give you your last, and I know some bad angels that'll sit in their ass in church and won't give you a motherfucking thing. All right? What somebody saying? Was Rain calm? Yeah, he was very calm on that call. Rain was very calm. Very calm. My mama crying. We all crying. I never seen Rain cry not one time, y'all. I've never seen Rain cry not one time for 3. Never seen Rain cry. That's a good question. I've never seen Rain cry. Never seen Rain cry for 3. I've never seen Rain cry for 3. Never. That was a damn good question. Never seen him cry. I've questioned myself about that. Lady, I was born with teeth. I love to talk. Really pop my shit. I do comedy now. I got a mean-ass skylight baby that talk the shit for me. Her name Dr. Candace Matthews. Y'all better look her up. She out of H-Town. And my twin. I love that bitch. She goes hit these motherfuckers up. Y'all talk about podcasting and bloggers now, bitch. We have our own platforms. The biggest and the best belong to me. But you right. Nope. Never seen Rain cry. He was very calm. But again, when people die, you be in a state of shock. And mind you, I had just lost my husband. And I had lost a couple of more babies because people had started dropping off left and right in the industry. Don't forget, I had moved to LA in 2019. Who got killed in LA in 2019? My Nip. It's my family. I've been knowing Nip since he was a young boy. Nip used to have a crush on me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, look, that mother. But his brother, that's my baby. Steve. All of Death Row been doing my detail in the West Coast for years. I'm gonna get them niggas on the line. Somebody tag Yo Dez. Yodez. Yo Dez. Let me see if I can tell it. That's West Coast. He gonna let y'all know some shit on Rain ass too that Rain pulled out there on them. But again, none of y'all even knew who Rain was until 3 died. Rain was very jealous of everybody. He was jealous of 3. Rain was never intended to be 3's manager or this. He didn't have enough skills. He didn't have any industry connections. 3 was on my industry connection. Rain had none. Rain has no talent. Rain has only talent Rain knows how to do is lie and talk real fast. He's a manipulator. He don't know how to sing, he don't know how to dance, he don't know how to do nothing. Bitch barely know how to read. Tell that hoe to read a motherfucking book. Very literate ass nigga. He know how to be a thief, scam, breaking shit, steal shit. But Rain was a nobody from Denton. Rain always wants to be somebody. That's why he stay in front of the cameras with his makeup on. Y'all know that nigga wear makeup. He wear makeup and shit. Yeah, old makeup ass, gloss ass nigga. He stole my baby life. And he steal all y'all's too. Yeah. But anyway. So, I get back to the house, making the industry calls, sitting on my bed, crying, trying to contemplate. You know, when people die, you gotta make all the calls and shit, head hurting, it's early in the morning. I got itineraries going on, need some money out in the street, and 3 gone. I had 3 to get a house 2 streets behind me. Everybody knows 3 had the big house in McKinney, because he's from McKinney. He got his mom and them living over there now, and he had the apartment downtown, right? That's where he had a little studio and shit at. It's privacy, but he bought his family a house 2 streets behind me in McKinney. Right there on El Dorado in Horton. And I lived on El Dorado in Lake Forest. Do your research. So, grab mama. My mama, I had her house around the corner. R.I.P. My mom just passed. Grab mama. We jump on 75. I'm racing. So it's about 10, a little bit after 10. Racing. I got my hazards on. Nasty bitch. I think I was in my Camaro. I'm not giving a fuck, nigga. Police, I'm finna be on a high-speed chase. So old Clip behind 3. Running. Had just crossed over George Bush. Had hit Richardson. Just hit Richardson because when I got the call, I exited on camera. I remember. I have a great memory. They always say that memory like an elephant. I remember everything. And I keep receipts and pictures and videos and logs and everything. Write journals, everything. I keep everything. I'm the publicist. I'm supposed to. Rain called. He said, Scott, where you at? I said, I'm on my way, nigga. I'm almost there. The bitch say, turn around. Gone. said, what? He said, turn around. He gone. I said, now, fuck that nigga. I'm coming out to the hospital anyway. Because I already know when somebody died, they just don't put you out the hospital like that. Right? You know, family get to sit around, collect thoughts and shit like that. He like, no, everybody already gone. I said, where's Miss Nicole? They already gone. And if anybody know about trauma and when people first died, only thing be on your mind is if that person did. You can't contemplate anything like, how am I going to survive with this person? What are we going to do? How are we going to make it? What, like, there's be a million things going through your mind when that person died. You don't be thinking about, you don't be thinking straight. Take you a little time during your healing process to start looking back. Things start coming together. You start recollecting facts, bringing back memories. Everything be a blur for a while. When somebody first died, you be like in a state of shock. If anybody's ever lost anybody, you know what the fuck I'm telling about. You know that feeling. Because I got a call Boosting. I got a call down in Houston. I got a call in industry, and I got to let the world know that they're gone. And how I'm going to do this? I feel like I done dropped the ball. You know, if you're a parent and you lose a child, you know, you be feeling like everything your fault, like, it hurt. Riley didn't deserve it. None of these boys deserve it. When you just trying to live your dreams. And R.I.P. Roy Lee. My niece was there with him when he died. My niece had a baby with his nephew. He was there when he died. I don't feel like them boys had anything to do with Roy Lee's death. Roy Lee died from a blood clot from the gunshot wound that he suffered the week before. From my understanding, he was on the phone with Rainwater on his way to go meet Rainwater when somebody came out the blue shooting at him. I know I did talk to him the night he got shot. I talked to him the night that he got beat up. Him and Yella had that fight at the club. He had just left me in the club I had over there with Canberra at Radius Gold when they jumped him at the club. I know I talked to 3 that night that he died. I know I talked to Kim, Yella Mama, that night that Roy Lee died, that Yella got shot up. I know I talked to Kim. I know I talked to 3. I know I tried to avoid that situation altogether. What happened to the city is very tragic. Roy Lee didn't deserve it. None of these boys deserve it. When you just trying to live your dreams and feed your family, the mess gotta stop. I plead to the content creators like yourself, real life street stars. The reason why I did give y'all this, like you said, now I trust y'all. Y'all not out here sending people stories and working with the feds. I know y'all better than that.
Pouring into people.
And I can still have babies. Not worried about you, raindrops. Ain't even worried about you pussy ass, dick riding ass, dirty. This is why they call Dallas dirty. Because you niggas out here that represent us, you want to be hard ass niggas, gossiping, hating ass niggas that's always been here. Y'all are the problem. It's a couple of more y'all need to leave too. And that's my recommendation. But I'm not going to call it. Not going to call it. I'm trying not to even say your name. I didn't even want to bring you involved. A lot of y'all just showed up anyway. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with nobody. It was for everybody, and it still is. But when niggas got my name in their mouth, this the shit that's killer about me. This the shit that pissed me off. With street niggas. Because I'm from the streets. I'm from the bottom, dead end. I ain't never, ever denied being born in a certain situation. I never said I was always great. I never have declared being perfect either. I never have said I haven't made mistakes. Right? Never, not one time. But I've always proclaimed, I have a job to do. I didn't choose the game. It chose me. I always stood on facts, and I always will. That's Sky. That's what I do. That's what I stand for. Get mad at me, get mad at God. And I don't like miss. Like everybody who knows me, I'm a person, my OCD, I cook a whole lot. Like, I cook. If you go and study me, because a lot of people study me, you know that I love to cook. Love to cook. So, big old dinners. Because I feed my whole tribe. I love to, and my cooking is great. I'm a cooker. But my OCD is cleanliness and order. It's where I was raised. The morals and respect. Those are the things about me that I've always claimed. Things I never claimed a position that I ain't earned. Okay. I'm a preserved woman of order. And I do not like things to get messy. I'm a publicist. God damn it. And those bloggers claim to be journalists. That's why I hate them even more. Because I can go up to my office and show you 3-degree plaques. 12 years of suffering. Getting up every morning and have to drag myself. Couldn't even listen to Ned Lee in the morning because I had to get out of the car and go to school. Couldn't even listen to Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Maury. I couldn't listen to it because I was studying.
It's like the investigators are going to be so busy. Now, granted, a lot of the businesses have been shut down. When I say businesses, I mean like the CPNs and using dead people's names and birthday certificates and producing things of that nature, of using people that were dead or people that they thought they could just use. I feel like some of these things are going to be like, of course, coming to fruition as we have talked about. There's going to be a judge as well. I feel like we about to start seeing people being walked off the job. Like walked out of these places. Cameras and trying to hide their heads and faces. I see jackets over people's heads where they are, arrests will be made. And businesses are going to be shut down that are seemingly legit, but are not because of the things that are the inner workings that are going on within it. Something about they just found out about a funneling system that goes through Manhattan. Washing or Washington, distribution or distributes. This isn't like paper checks either. This is like wire transfers and well, I take that back when I say paper checks. It's wire transfers. Some things are on devices, but also this is what do you call it? Because it's not a check, but it is a check. It's not like a stock and bond. It's you can go to the bank and get it, like cashier's check. It's something like that as well. And they're being told to sit on it for 7 to 10 days before moving it or moving the money, right? They think they've gotten smart because they're using genome women and maybe one genome male and Latina. They're taking them, because I saw them immediately in street clothes, and they're taking them out of street clothes and they're putting them in they're putting them in business attire, and then like bunning up their hair and ponytailing it and like kind of making them look unsuspecting, and then sending them into these places. They're going to be seizing your fraudulent bank accounts or whatnot. This is also some form of insurance fraud, which I dreamt of. Let me tell you the dream. So I was in a dream, and it was a lot of people in this house, and it was a lot of people laid on the bed. And I was laid across the bed, almost with my head hanging off the bed. Like I was, this way, not long ways, but this way. I can't think of the horizontal. And there was a Hispanic chick, and she was dressed like in a gray t-shirt that had like army going across it, and then she had on some sweatpants, and her hair was kind of in a very loose like ponytail, almost like it was in a ponytail, but then she pulled the band down, so it's just kind of hanging, but she's laid down on her back, and she picked up her phone and she said, "You're being scammed." And I slid off the bed like this, like very smoothly, and sat up, and I said, yes. I was screaming, yes, yes, in the dream. It's a dream. And I said, "How did you know? Because nobody else is believing me." And she looked at her phone again, and she scrolled, and you can see all of these numbers and lines of something on her phone. And she said, "It's insurance fraud." And she said, "Let me get up from here. Let me get myself together. Let me get my clothes on," or something like that, she said. And so I was like super excited, and then the dream switched to something else. But that part keeps standing out to me, that like I'm supposed to talk about that. So those that are involved in the insurance fraud is going to be busted. You're going to be going down. I feel like some of them already know about this, because I feel like some of them have been given a time frame or some sort of criteria to prove what they have said. And I feel like some of the bank accounts have been frozen already. So they are somewhat aware, some of them. Now, the crazy part is some of these people that are being busted inside of the insurance fraud and with the bank type shit, and whoever else was involved with something that has to do with rerouting mail and things like this at the post office. Like, some of these people are throwing people under the bus and you don't even know that they have been having side conversations with the investigators. Excuse me. Ooh, confirmation. Somebody was also recently let out of jail within the last few months. They were let out of jail, or were may have gotten out and went back to jail but got out again or something. There's two different, either they were let out of jail, probably like, I want to say at the beginning of the year, and then may have been in some kind of picked up for or arrested or detained for trespassing or something. But I feel like this person has been followed or watched. Like, they're listening into this person's conversations, monitoring something online as well. Somebody's feelings was hurt or something by maybe this person, and started saying certain things maybe on their platform or online or something, pretending something ain't what it seems like. This is dang, I don't know, because this is a lot, because it's something about people are being named in the MO3 case or something, and they're scrambling. Something about the journey starts here. And some people are scrambling. There's gonna be some scrambles going on. I don't know if this has something to do with somebody that was named in the MO3 case or something, child. But there's some scrambling going on, child. Also, outside of that, I don't know if it has anything, but something about the hit maker is about to take a fall. The hit maker is about to take a fall. Something about you gambled with your life and you lost. You didn't think somebody would speak on that. But something about the female was wearing a wire. This may be someone that was like pillow talking or talking dirty about their friend or whatever this is, that may be some ties to music, because they keep calling this person hit maker, or they think they're a hit maker. Maybe they are, I don't know. But scrambling, and she was wearing a wire. You probably did not know she was wearing a wire. Something about only offering you head and having to go to the bathroom. It's something about keep going to the bathroom, only offering you head. She was wearing a wire. Like, you were talking too much, whomever you are, you were talking too much, but you're gonna take a fall. There's something about also secret indictments and phone calls people are scrambling, so they're doing really dumb shit. And this is kind of what was being expected by investigators. And something became lengthy. Shut your mouth. Somebody that was detained gave a lot of inside information about other stuff because they were being thrown under the bus. And so they were trying to save themselves. And so they have been giving a whole bunch of information on people. Just whatever the fuck they knew, and whatever they gave or whatever they said, this shit feels like it was at the last minute. And I feel like that caused a ripple effect because it opened up their eyes about a different investigation that was already happening. Like, you may even was talking about wanting to be with this person, this female, whoever was wearing the wire. You may have even been talking about wanting to be with her or marry her, or you may have married her and not knowing or whatever the fuck, but she played her role very well to get all of the information, because what they keep saying is you gave her all of the keys. You gave her the keys, and then I keep seeing a chicken spot. I know we've talked about a chicken spot before in one of the readings too. But you gave her the keys and knowledge that she needed because you didn't understand what you were dealing with. And this was something that was very confidential and kept quiet. She may be online talking, like you may see TikTok page, Instagram page. You might have thought she was an Instagram model or look like she just got a lot of good hood shit going on. She could be doing credit repair or whatever the fuck, but this is all a cover, and you have given her the keys to unlocking parts of an investigation that were like sealed up, and they couldn't have had it no other way until you gave her the keys, on top of someone else that is either locked up or in an investigation, or was let out to get more information from jail. This is like down. Niggas are going down. Red light, green light, stop. Red light, green light, stop. Let me understand. So there's some sort of content creator or online content journalist that gave some information that I feel like this is maybe recently, over the past few months, said somebody's name and didn't know what they were saying when they called this person's name. They gave the green light on a red light. They didn't even know what they were saying during their online investigation or content creation. And they said somebody's name. I hear indictments. I don't, messy boots, bank accounts. They're watching someone's finances as well. They're watching what's being spent, and they're tracing money. They're doing a whole diagram of where the money is going from different bank accounts. It's not just one, it's multiple bank accounts they're looking at. And they are probably going to call you in, whomever that is, content creator. You may be getting a call from someone or somebody, or an indictment or subpoena, because they're going to want to know how you knew that name. Why? Because I keep feeling like it's an undercover, or the name isn't real, or they're going to want to know where you got that. Yeah, they're going to want to know where the fuck you got that name from, because this feels like they're gonna want to know where the fuck you got that name from. How'd you pull that out the magic rabbit hat? Because you the fuck sure it's not Quatita Dean, so they're gonna want to know where you got that name. And how did you connect that or something? Because it has something to do with somebody that's dead. Also, and I don't know why I keep hearing spiritual gangster. I keep hearing spiritual gangster. I don't know what that is, but I hear spiritual gangster. So I'm gonna also say that. But you're gonna have to tell them where you got that name from. I don't know if that's not gonna be good for you or for whoever told you that name or wherever you got that name from. It's something that's really tied up with that. I don't know what that name is. It could, I don't know. Which it could be Howie. I do not know. Howie, Howard. I don't know what that name is, but someone also, I feel like separate, someone also is going to be getting a suspended sentence because they're going to be watching this person doing all of the dirty work. It's so crazy how they're throwing each other. People are throwing each other under the bus, and I don't know what investigation I'm looking at. I'm just telling you. But they was looking high and low for something. I keep hearing a key, but I don't necessarily even think we're talking about a real key. Okay. Um, hmm. I don't I don't know if we're talking about a real key because they keep showing me looking high and low for a key. I don't know if we're talking about a real key, if this is to a safety deposit box. Or if we're talking about the key to something. Oh, baby. Listen, trick no good, but tricks are for kids, and tricks sometimes are good. I don't know if the content creator is a separate person from the chick wearing the wire. It might be two different people, or this could be the same person, or they have some sort of contact, communication, or connection. Oh, bitch, you was playing with fire. Fire. Oh my word on today. Girl, you was playing with fucking fire, bitch. And you thought you was unsuspecting. September is going to be a big month for a lot of people or a lot of content creators. You like this person, unless there's two of y'all that's wearing a wire, but this person, like you were, girl, you were like sent in, and you are using your sexual abilities to lure motherfuckers in, and you are doing things that are very, very unsuspecting, bitch. Until it isn't. Somebody I feel like may have caught on, or will catch on after this. Excuse me. Confirmation. Child. Like, I feel like this female is being used from different directions, and she may be a person that's so cool that people just be and don't even realize that this bitch is recording or wearing a wire. I don't know how she got jammed up, or if she just is doing undercover investigation, which I do not the fuck know. But September is a big month for this person, or for the content creators. I'm also supposed to highlight a child's birthday party. It may not have happened yet, so be careful going to people's children's birthday parties or something, or going to events that surround children. Okay, be very careful and cautious about that. Okay. There's a lot of things that's going on in Texas. There's a lot of shit that's running rampant. Also, I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know if that's somebody's name, or I don't know. I keep hearing somebody, I don't know, OG Slim. I don't even know. I don't know. I hear OG Slim. I don't know what that is or who that is, or if that's a term, that's a terminology. I don't know. I keep hearing OG Slim. But something about, I heard OG Slim, and then I keep hearing that somebody, either that's somebody's name and they have made a discovery about their health, or that's separate. I don't know, child, but somebody is making a discovery about their health. Because there's a lot of things that are being passed around and spread it in the state of Texas. Like I said, when I did MO3's reading, again, I didn't even know who the fuck he was at all. 2 weeks prior to him even booking with me, not on my site, but with me, because I had a website that was doing great. Okay? Somebody said, I saw her with other psychics at one point because, bitch, I run a fucking business, something you broke bitches know nothing about. I am the first Black woman ever to run her own all Black psychic hotline. Bitch, I pave ways. I know you don't know nothing about it. Don't worry about it. Because, bitch, you can't even find a pave. See? Nor spell it. Don't worry about it. So, when I do finally get the booking, again, I didn't know who he was 2 weeks prior to the booking. I'm sitting with my sister over someone's house, and she pulls him up on YouTube and say, do you know who this is? You ever heard of him? And I said, mm-mm. She said, he is into it with the dude, Yella Beezy. First of all, Yella Beezy song was my shit. That was my shit. I like the song. I don't know who that nigga is from a can of paint, but I like that song. So when she shows me MO3, she says he's into it with Yella Beezy. Now, apparently, there was some sort of fight that happened between MO3's people and Yella Beezy, and Yella Beezy came out saying, oh, something about I beat that nigga up, or I beat his ass by myself, or whatnot, and come to find out it was a jumping or something. So this is the story that I'm getting told from my sister, who happens to like his music. I said, oh, damn, that's crazy as fuck. I like the dude's song. I didn't even know he was into it with nobody. I'm speaking about Yella Beezy at this time. So then I get a text message, which I have posted many, many, many times over from MO3. All of the text messages I have posted over and over again. I have nothing to fucking prove. So he says, I'm trying to book with you. And I say, I'm booked out. He said, that's too far. I got 500 for you. I said, oh, okay, yeah. Well, all right, well. He said, I'm booked with somebody else from your site, Ortego or something. I said, okay, well, you know, that's cool. He said, no, I really want you though. Okay. I got 500. I said, no problem, send it then. Because I did not believe he had 500. Why? Because I thought it was a woman I was talking to. I had no idea. He never introduced himself or who the fuck he was. Don't worry about it. We got time today, bitch. So then, like I said, we were headed to Humboldt, Tennessee for Carlos and the shit that he had to do driving my motherfucking car. Carlos was driving. I was on the passenger side because I was waiting to do this reading. I was going to do it as we were driving. I said, I'm ready when you're ready. He said, okay, give me a minute. I got to get my kids ready. Let me get them breakfast and everything, get them situated. He sent the 500. I said, goddamn, this motherfucker, she really sent this money. Excuse me. So then he said he ready. He give me a phone number, a different phone number to call. I call that phone number. I said, oh, my bad, King. I didn't even know you was a male. I'm thinking you a woman this whole time. I have him on speakerphone. So I have my pen and my paper, as I do. Carlos is driving. I said, all right. So I give my speech. I said, what is your name? He said, do you want my name or what I go by? I said, you can give me both. He said, my name is Melvin, but they call me Mo. I heard Mo. So I'm right. I said, oh, okay, Mo. Carlos is now doing like this. And I'm like, what the fuck? He said, bitch, you know who that is? I said, what are you talking about? No. He said, bitch, that's a rapper. I said, really? Mo3 can hear it. He's chuckling on the phone. He said, Mo3. I said, oh, Mo3. Okay. I said, you a rapper? He said, chuckled again and said, yeah. I said, oh, that's cool. And I proceeded to do the motherfucking reading. So I'm not going to go into the whole reading because why? It was like an hour long. However, I'm going to hit a few key points that was brought up on another motherfucker's platform. One, his grandmother came through and told me she was trying to protect him. He then told me that he had been shot at the day before, leaving a concert. His friend Bubba came through. His other friend, oh my God, what is his name? Came through as well. Now, I didn't even know that he was like some sort of comedian. I had already previously seen one of his videos where he's in the bathroom, like he talking to a chick on the phone. The girl come, Roy Lee, Gratitude. The chick come to the motherfucking door and he paused in a mannequin. She like, what the fuck you doing? He said, I'm trying to do something. I'm not knowing that's his friend Roy Lee because I didn't even know that nigga had got killed. So these two people come through. There's a few things that I never talk about when I talk about his session. One is he did ask me because he said Bubba takes his pictures and does his photography. Again, this is what is being said right here. When she says, now I was right there. When he was talking to her, she's not making it up. He wasn't talking about a photographer. She was talking about Bubba. Last night, Rainwater says, pause. Ain't no nigga that we know even got killed. This a photographer. That nigga is a snake. And I'm going to show you how he's a snake. I don't give a fuck about Rainwater. He's a fucking snake and he's a crook. And I'm going to show you, he tells you every time he speaks, but nobody listens. That's not my problem. But y'all supposed to be MO3 sector. That's what kills me about you niggas. The same very niggas that set him up and killed him along with these bitches. Y'all praise and worship, and now you money, you down money, you on, you want. These the same niggas that set this man up. Y'all ain't nobody's motherfucking friend. Shut the fuck up. So now, he asked me if a nigga named DJ, I'm sure none of you niggas don't know who it is because you're not in this circle for real, had anything to do with his homeboy's murder. Bubba. And we talked about that. He asked me about a few niggas. He asked me about number 7. He asked me about a few things. So now there was a point that was made because they're playing this video of me talking to Jossie, Jackie, and Sweet Pea, right? Now I'm thinking that the girlfriend is her. I'm not knowing he's talking about Shaquila because he never called her by her name. So then they brought Ashley up and Ashley said, no, that wasn't said. Pause. I didn't even know Ashley was sitting there until this point in the reading talking to MO3. And this is how I found out Ashley was even sitting there. Because I noticed he started talking in codes. I said, hold on. I'm doing the reading. I say, hold on. See, I don't talk about this part, but I'm going to tell it to you. I said, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. I said, you messing with two women. Now he starts talking in code. He said, something like that. I said, oh. He said, I'm trying to work it out with my baby mama, though. We trying to see what we gonna do. I said, oh, okay. I said, but you got feelings for the other one? He's like, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I do, you know. And I said, okay. I said, is she dark skinned? He said, yep. And then I went on to ask him, was he going to do a collab with somebody? And he said he had a female that sings that he was going to do a song with. So I don't know what she could hear because I don't know if I'm on speakerphone or not. That's when I know that there's somebody sitting there because now he's talking in code. I said, okay. I said, so you looking at switching management or something? He paused and got quiet for a second. He said, I said, I mean, are you looking at paperwork? Are you trying to switch? What is that? Help me understand, because I keep feeling like and hearing that you're trying to switch management. You're looking for new representatives. He said, I'm talking to a few people about it. I'm just trying to see about it. That's why everybody kept saying, why would Rainwater do this? Make it make sense, because he was getting ready to be fired. Now, let's pause and let's go into Rainwater. I didn't even really, he was not even on my motherfucking radar until somebody sent me a video of him in a barber chair talking shit about me. Now, see, when a nigga trying to discredit you because you are saying some real factual shit, they're going to go out of their way. Like Ashley said, MO3 never told me that he was seeing demons and all of that. He told me that he wanted to get more readings from her, and did, and texted to me, and I posted it and did. You're a liar and you're a fucking snake. So then he did another interview and said, I gained 10,000 followers after MO3 died. Now I'm able to broaden and do more things. See, that was the issue. He wanted to do certain shit that MO3 did not want to do. And he felt like MO3 was limiting their success. So then when you said, after you went to that boy casket and you stood over MO3 casket and you said, yeah, you famous now. Like I said before, that's not what you said. What you said was, yeah, nigga, now you famous. I made you. And again, now I'm going to tell you what I told Sean G. Rainwater was dirty talking MO3 behind his back because he was trying to fuck MO3's bitches that he was fucking with. And he was talking about MO3 to these bitches. He was telling them that MO3 was dirty and all kind of shit. Sean G validated everything the fuck I said. He said because Rainwater was pissed we was fucking the bitches that he couldn't fuck. We would pull his bitches, but he couldn't pull ours. So we called it dirty talking. That nigga was dirty talking. I said, well, what's dirty talking? He said that means that when we say you dirty talking, nigga, that means you saying fucked up shit about us trying to pull our bitches, and he couldn't do it. That's what your problem was. On top of that, the nigga said you was scary. And the crazy part is, he didn't mean it in a fucked up way. He was really pissed about them jumping your motherfucking pussy ass. But you took it as another fucking dig. That's why now you trying to climb, nigga. You have been eating off this nigga name since the time he fucking died. You keep wearing goat shirts with his motherfucking picture on it and shit. You capitalized on his murder. So for a motherfucker to say, make it make sense, bitch, that's how the fuck it makes sense. Because he was getting fired again. And if Ashley was sitting there, then she heard me ask him that. And he said, yes, he's in talks with other people. Now, they even stopped the live again and said, did she say these men that got killed on the expressway? How many people got shot when MO3 got shot? I'll wait. How many people got shot when MO3 got shot? I will wait. Was MO3 the only person that got shot on the expressway? I will wait. 3. 3 and 2 died. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. So then I end the reading. We have an hour-long reading, just about. I believe it was an hour, and we ended it. Afterwards, he started texting me and saying, Queen, and of course, I don't go by Queen anymore. My name is Quatita Dean. Please don't call me that. He said, Queen, I have people lined up waiting to talk to you. They want readings. And then I called my team in Florida and told them I just read for a rapper named MO3. Poe Farron Morris was like, what? Go back to him and see if he will do a post for you on Instagram shouting you out. So I then text him again and I said, listen, will you mind shouting me out saying that you got a reading from me? He said, I'll do you one better. If you give me unlimited readings, I'll promote you nonstop on my platforms, which is why I had talked to them, my team, about putting on a show in Houston and seeing if he would come and if he would just make an appearance, not perform, because I don't do that. I am a reader. I do group readings. So I wanted to do a group reading and see if he would show up in Houston. Not knowing there was hits placed on my motherfucking head. Now, if you notice, I said, wait a minute, in the chat, they keep saying the NBA YoungBoy got killed too. I ain't heard that. Have you heard that? But see, then they tried to run with that and say, yeah, you see, she said NBA YoungBoy got never fucking said that. You bitches are pick me bitches. You bitches are pick me bitches. I pick me bitch. I make me bitch. I stand 10 toes down by myself. I don't need to get on no nigga platform sucking no dick to get a like. I ain't no pick me bitch. But let's proceed. So now I get the news about my motherfucking client who hired me to be his spiritual advisor that was killed. My sister said, bitch, they just killed MO3. I said, no. Somebody else just told me that. Don't tell me that. I'm now in tears. I am at my ex-girlfriend's house. I am fucked up behind what I just found out. Why? Because I had been hearing it. After I ended the reading with him in September, I'm still with my protege at the time, Carlos. He said, Queen, they are going to kill him. I said, no, Carlos. His grandmother said she's going to protect him. I got to believe that. He said, no, I seen it. They're going to kill him. I said, no, they're going to try. And they killed him. I still didn't know who he was until after we had this conversation, he pulls up the picture and said, this is him. I said, you fucking lying. That's MO3. My sister just showed me him. That's the one she said had the issue with Yellow Beezy. Matter of fact, the call wasn't even over yet. MO3 was still on the phone. I said, ain't you the one? That's you? Oh, shit, my sister just showed me you. She a fan of yours. Ain't you the one that got the issue with the Beezy boy? He said, yeah. So then when we get off, that's when Carlos tell me that he's going to kill him. I ain't never knocked that. I ain't never not said that. But anyway, let's keep going because I know you pick me bitches think you know something. Don't worry about it. I got time today. I've been up all night. Ain't been no sleep. Furious watching this live. So now I'm crying. I'm on my live, and there are red motherfucking sirens going across. And people are like, look in your chat. Look in your chat. His sister is in the chat. His sister is in the chat. So I'm seeing all of these sirens go past, and she keeps saying, that was my brother. That was my brother. That was my brother. So I reach out. I say, here's my phone number. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. She texts my phone. I end the live. I'm on the phone with her. She like, yeah, that's my brother. My mama's so hurt. She never said that's my friend. He's like my brother. She said, this is my brother. My mom is hurt behind this. We are fucked up. We can't believe this happened. I said, well, if y'all his family, let's do a live. Let's talk about it, because I want people to, like, you know, be able to shout him out. I want people to really know who the fuck he was, because this is fucked up. I set up the live. I send them the link. I get on the motherfucking live. When I get on the live, I say I'm on live with rapper Melvin MO3 Noble family. She instantly say, no, we ain't his family. We like his family. That was my first thing. And I said to myself, what? I said, fuck that. Y'all his family, because y'all said y'all his family, and friends can be like family too, pretty much. As we're talking, I'm listening, and I'm understanding, like, okay, and I'm just trying to, you know, I'm trying to showcase who he is as a person, because again, I had only talked to him once, live via text, talked to him, and then I had sent him the message in his DM the day before he got killed. I had no relationship with this man. I had just became his spiritual advisor. So I don't know. I'm fucked up in my mind. My client just got killed. I'm feeling some type of way about it. So no, I'm not reading these bitches. I'm just wanting to tell people how much he is fucking loved. But I know you simple bitches don't understand that. So then I'm talking to them, and I'm like listening to them. And now when she's saying, well, he's like my brother, and I'm realizing that Jossie was fucking him, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. How's this his brothers, his sisters and brothers if he fucking her? That's why I said, y'all all sisters? Yeah. Oh. I don't want no smoke. So I'm just like still trying to understand, like, well, wait a minute. They just fucking told me this is their brother, and that their mama was fucked up behind this. So now I'm like, let me start to read the room. Now I don't even hear the nigga saying let's pop bottles until the live is over and somebody sends it to me. And again, that nigga sound like rainwater on the phone, but never mind. So I'm like just paying attention. Now my energy is changing because I am hearing Mo3 talk to me. Now I'm thinking he's making jokes until the end of this live, and I'm realizing he is not being funny until when he starts saying certain shit. He starts to trying to validate certain shit. And I'm like, is he making jokes? I'm like, is he talking about the toenails? Is this a running joke? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And she starts saying, no, I have long toenails. I get a toe. I'm like, oh. So now he's talking to me about her nails, getting her nails done, her nails getting done. I'm like, okay. I look, I see Jossie on the bed like this. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, this the bitch he was liking it. He was weird like that. That's crazy. She don't seem hurt at all. But okay, let's keep going. Let's just talk, whatever. So now, Jackie keeps, she's doing all of the talking. And so I'm like confused because now he keeps saying, big head bitch. Big head bitch. And I'm like, I think he's teasing you about your head or something. Keep saying big head. And I'm like, not wanting to say that he's calling her bitches. For whoever that was in the chat talking about some spirit don't do messy shit, bitch, spirit will be messy as fuck if it's to prove a point, bitch. You don't even know because you don't do spirit work, bitch. So I'm not wanting to say everything he's saying because now he's telling me I don't fuck with these bitches. And I'm like, so you is the one that he was talking about in the reading? Like, because he never mentioned her name. He never said Shaquilla. He never said Jocelyn. I said, is she dark skinned? And he didn't have any kids by her. no children. So I'm still trying to understand and figure it out, because what he's now doing is showing me parts of the reading from his reading when he was living, and he's showing it to me. And now I'm trying to validate. You got the tattoo on your chest? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So now I'm putting shit together and I'm trying to understand it. So now he starts talking to me about the big yellow nigga, light-skinned nigga. He starts talking about the money. Now, Rainwater tried to say, no, because for real, let me just tell y'all something. No, nigga, you are a liar. You are a snake. To my, no, it was like $60,000 in a car and, you know, a whole bunch of jewelry and shit. Niggas didn't even get paid. Like, nigga, what? No, for real. His baby mama said it wasn't never no secret compartment. Sean G verified and said, yes, it is. He said the secret compartment is in the floor. That's why he had to get out and come around and try to get the gun, but the gun wasn't there. Because sitting in the driver's seat, you can't reach it because it's in the fucking floor. So now I'm looking at them. I'm like, let me just go ahead and end this motherfucking live, because he telling me I'm not talking to you by you talking to these bitches. And I'm like, well, we'll come back and we'll do the reading at another time, you know, because he ain't ready. They telling me he ain't ready. He ain't ready. So I need to do this at another time. But now I'm pissed because I'm realizing he's telling me these bitches know what happened. And I'm just trying to figure it the fuck out. Like, am I tripping? Like, what? So over the next few days, Jackie keeps texting me and calling me. They first started texting me and calling me. I'm out on the riverbanks of Cincinnati with my ex-girlfriend outside by the river on a blanket chilling and shit. When they call me and they panic, talking about the live needs to come down. They sister life is in jeopardy, all kinds of shit. I say, okay, but I didn't take them all down. I saved one because MO3 told me to save one. And I did that. That's how the fuck I even was able to go back and hear the whole popping bottles myself. Because that's why he wanted me to keep it, because I didn't hear it while I was on the live. It wasn't until somebody sent that shit to me and said, did you hear this? I said, wait, is that real? So I went back to the copy that I saved and I listened to it again. And sure enough, he say, your homeboy dead, Jackie, we popping bottles. It sound like rainwater. Now, they would show motherfucking showing videos, but you never showed the video of the second shit that I had did, which was on rainwater. You never showed the video of me on the black shirt on my couch. Now, why is that important? It's important because I told a whole bunch of shit in both of those lives. Verifiable shit in both of those motherfucking lives. The one I did with on rainwater because he kept fucking with me. Now, I was really hot this rising because Skull was like, I don't know if Queen will come over and talk to me because I said a whole bunch of shit about her kids. Yeah, why did you say shit about my kids? Because I don't know you, Chris. I ain't never talked to you, Chris. I ain't never said nothing disrespectful about your kids. None of that. But it's always all right when a motherfucker disrespect my children. And motherfuckers was laughing about that shit in the chat. But that's all right, though. Because, see, I don't even play them kind of games. You understand what I'm saying? So as soon as I say something about somebody's kids, it's like, yeah, she a demon. Because she was, fuck you, pick me, bitches. Don't say nothing about my motherfucking children. You had no right to say nothing about my kids. You said a whole bunch of shit. But when Rainwater seen that motherfucking broom that you was laughing at, yeah, that bitch falling behind her, sweeping the floor. Rain said, nah, I know what that is. I know the fuck you do. Y'all laugh at a whole bunch of different dumbass shit because y'all fucking silly. I don't do silly shit. I don't do silly shit. It was a whole bunch of calling me all kind of bitches and hoes last night, and I'm going to let you eat that. I ain't mad about it. Don't worry about it. But I definitely told a whole bunch of shit. Let's be clear. The nigga on the motherfucking expressway, the tall yellow nigga with the motherfucking tattoos, the skull cap, and the fucking dreads, bro, is the nigga who called my phone. His name starts with a B. I said the name to Sean G. He knew exactly who the fuck I was talking about. It. And he couldn't say shit. He said, Let me be clear about something. Even motherfuckers that act like they was their man friend is all in on his murder. This was a very, very high planned plot murder, and everybody had a reason to do it but one. And he tried to convince me he had nothing to do with it. There were multiple shooters on that motherfucking expressway. Do you think that nigga with the motherfucking mask on that everybody see pictures of was the nigga that was shot all the people that had all the bullets going? You thought he was the only one shooting? Really? Well. I told you before the shooter called my motherfucking phone and asked me if we had a problem. And I said, do we have a problem? He said, no, we ain't got no problem. I said, no, we ain't got no problem. The nigga hung up in my face. And again, his name started with a B. And now from what I understand, he's in California in jail or something. He got picked up on a completely different charge here recently. And his name is not Q-On. But see, Rainwater thing is this. He wants to point in everybody's direction and give you 20 fucking narratives so you don't look at him. It was the music guy that he has done songs with, the best friend, the manager, and the backup dancer, and the other dude that all put in on this hit. Rainwater told y'all. I was on the phone with him. I heard this. He said, oh, Rain, they shooting at me. And I told him where to go turn by turn. Again, how the fuck would you know that in the midst of bullets flying, he flying in the car, driving, trying to get away? You, so-called on the motherfucking phone, telling him where to turn by turn. What are you, a GPS nigga? How the fuck you do that? I'll wait on it. He's in interviews saying that. I'll wait on it. Now you tried to clown me on Skulls Live last night, not to forget that I just saw your ass a few months ago. Remember when you and Ratchet was up there and you offered me $500 to come up on the platform when you was over there saying Queen is the truth? She told the truth about a lot of shit, except for when she tried to bring me in it. That's interesting. I told the truth about everything. That's validatable, bitch, because that's on Ratchet's Live. I'm sure he didn't delete it. You was on the live and said, Queen is the fucking truth. And then Ratchet said, yeah. And then you said, yeah, but she not when she came to trying to put me in it. Ratchet said, yeah, she was cap on that. No, I'm not, nigga. Tell these people the truth. You was getting fired. And you, like you said, he was my biggest artist. Nigga, he's your only artist. And you was the fuck out of there, pussy boy. So then I did the live and I did a reading on Rainwater and I told a whole bunch of shit from the motherfucking clothing line, the studio and shit, the label you was trying to build. Everything was validatable. Shit I didn't even know. So then, to answer the question to the little bitch that was in the chat that said, didn't Queen Domain apologize to Jocelyn Banks? Let me tell you something. It was shit that I had never seen that them bitches were saying about me. So then I got in my motherfucking bag, bitch, and I started telling shit. And if you was on the motherfucking live, you told him turn by turn where to go, which boxed him in.
And then you had a nerve to say in your interview, it was God. It was God. I did never think that 3 would die in 2020. Why they took too long? The year was almost out. So you didn't think it was going to happen? They were taking too long. You didn't think it was going to happen. You was afraid he was going to know that you was in on it, but he knew. He knew who all was in the fuck on it. And he let y'all all fucking do it. Because see, your plan had foiled the first fucking time. You sent them to the club to kill him the night before September 20th. You had already paid the little young boys to go do it. Allegedly. Allegedly. They had just shot his car up. What was it? The September 19th, September 20th? I did his reading the 21st, where he revealed to me that they tried to kill him after his performance. They shot his car. Where's the lie? See, they had promised you some other clients. You just knew you was going to have these other clients, but shit is rolling slow, isn't it? You think you have done something and you have not. He was going to change management. You felt like you were going to lose everything. And if he left you, bitch, you would have. You would be nothing. You are building your name off of his name because they told you he's worth more dead than alive. At least you left your kids something, partner. You're a fucking monster. You should have left me alone. Now let's listen. Now, it was either the night before he died, before he was murdered. He had spoke to you, I believe. And the phone call, some of the shit you were saying, he kind of felt like it was suspicious because you kept talking about some bitch, some female. He was trying to understand why the fuck you kept talking about that. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Everybody keeps asking about who the fuck Money Maya is. We all know who that is. One of them, because there's two people. Money Maya is a mixture of two people. He says maybe three. He threw another bitch in there. It's two bitches and then it's you. Boom. You're as fucking soft as they come. You're a whole bitch out here. The first one, I already know is the one bitch. I've said that since the beginning. She started fucking money men at the age of 14, between 13 and 14 years old. Older niggas, and they showed her the fucking game. And she ran with that shit. She started seeing that she could be a setup queen, and that's what she became. But see, you Money Maya as well. You didn't want to believe, but you know that that's part you too. That's a mixture of two motherfuckers. You know when to speak and when not to speak, but you should have left me the fuck alone. You should have stopped speaking. I ain't been speaking. Why the fuck you speaking, nigga? But you should have left me where I was at. You know, like I know, that you let the money exchange hands. Nah, that shit's done. Nah, that shit's done. Yeah, it's done. Nah, that shit's done. It's done. Is that the phone call you made to the motherfucker on the freeway? Hmm? Or is that your voice that we heard popping bottles? Boom. You wanted it. You set the chessboard. You're one of the major key players. But okay. That's why you keep running around here trying to discredit me. So if I ever chose to say something, I would look like a fucking clown. No, bitch, you're the fucking clown. You wanted to be him. You wanted to have what he had. You only do paperwork. You were never going to be in the front limelight. Nobody ever fucking saw you. But now you need for them to see you. Oh, you're doing interviews out the ass. You're doing massive motherfucking photo shoots. Thinking about the clothing line, trying to get the clothing line. Right? The clothing line? Trying to start the record label? Huh? It's the record label, right? Because management just wasn't enough. You needed the record label too, right? Gonna build the studio? You wanted to be the motherfucking man, correct? He found out that you was trying to or fucked two of his bitches. He didn't give a fuck. Not about one, but about the other one. He was pissed. You were fucking two of his bitches. You was at them strong. You were trying to pillow talk. You were talking behind his back. What'd you call him? Who'd you call him? Dirty? He was homeless. He wasn't shit at first. He told his own motherfucking story, bitch. He didn't need you to reiterate a motherfucking thing. Because see, when you did it, you was trying to throw dirt on his motherfucking name, and he knew that. You were jealous of your own fucking client. You told him he was holding y'all back. You told him that you built this shit. You keep trying to run around like that's your partner. He was done with you. He was leaving you. Like a nigga leaving bitches, bitches leaving niggas, motherfucker. Y'all had words. He had cut you short. He kept playing you off because he didn't like, he knew. He knew. You said, like a fucking idiot, the idiot that you are. That lady should be talking about that man who cured the AIDS or so. What's going? You should be. You stupid motherfucker. I talked to him twice in my life. You didn't know that though, did you? Those who are paying attention should have told you that. I talked to him and Nipsey Hussle. So I don't just talk to rappers. And again, I had a show called A Walk with Crime, where I gave information on murders and missing person cases. So you should have checked my fucking record. And you didn't. And because you didn't know who the fuck I was, I'ma now let you know who the fuck I am. You asked to see my face, didn't you? I heard you bitches were looking for me. Bitch, here I go. I'm right the fuck here. Sewer water. I called you the donkey of the day because you are the donkey of the day. You keep running around here talking about what your mother and your grandmother taught you. My grandma said, don't you ever play. My grandma said, she should have told you how not to be a fucking monster. You backstabbed this motherfucker. Not one, not two, but 3 or 4 motherfucking times you did. You a lame ass motherfucking nigga. There's no lies being told here because I don't need to. You set the chessboard. You called him as he was leaving. He was going to stop and get gas. Again, he was going to stop and get gas. You talked to him because you was trying to clear some things up. You were trying to have a conversation. And then he said, I think motherfucker following me. What, man? What you mean? Man, I think that some niggas fucking follow me. What'd she say? Ain't nobody following you. You be paranoid. I want to understand, and I'm going to just say this, because I'm using she very lightly, because it's all in me that somebody was in the car. But this is what I'm trying to understand. For someone that was just on the phone, how did you give him turn by turn? Boom. Because you said in your interview, I gave him turn by turn. You were just on the phone. How would you know where to go? I'll wait on that. How would you know where to go? How did you give him turn by fucking turn? Huh? Let's talk about it. Huh? You talk too much like that bitch. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying something. Somebody was in that car because his gun was missing. Because you just wanted to have a conversation, right? But you need to get gas, right? I'm just trying to understand. How did you know where to go on the phone? Turn by turn? I'm going to leave that. All of this where it's at. You set the stage. There's a lot of people involved in this. It goes so high up. I mean, it goes high up, right? Because he already told me there's a very prominent woman in the music industry. Wonder who that could be. What were you promised? Record label? Maybe? You didn't even need an insurance policy, did you? Well, what was the insurance policy? You had insurance on your client? Trying to understand. I keep hearing insurance policy, and I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna say, I don't know. Allegedly, again, everybody played their part. Should we talk about it? There are two music execs and a prominent female in the music industry. And I'm gonna say an exec, maybe one is just we'll say two people, two guys in the music industry, one female in the music industry, and then it trickles down. But see, y'all had went to two different people. Let's talk about it. Y'all went to two different people because y'all tried to flip these two niggas and they would not flip. And because the one would not flip, y'all keep putting his name and shit. Y'all holding his music hostage. Y'all holding his music career hostage. Y'all won't let him grow. The other one, you sent to the penitentiary. Oops. Because he wouldn't flip on his boy. Then you got a fall guy that took the fall for this, and that's not who it is. Not to mention the bitches that helped to set this up for the little motherfucking bag that they got. What was that? $10,000, $20,000 that she regretted because it was already spent once she got it. Oh, 15? Okay. 15, excuse me. And in total, it was approximately 37,000. That's just for the lower. But for the big people involved, to make all this happen, it was approximately about 1 million. So 1,037,000 approximately. 15 plus came from one person. We had to cover the car, things like that. I don't even want to mention where the other 15 went to, but we know who that had to pay. You are a piece of shit. And he's never going to let you win. You will never win. You just think you won. Because it was like it was God. It was like it was God. Is that what you call yourself? God? Because it was not God. I kept saying to myself, his grandmother said she was going to protect him. I'm confused. Well, she protected him. She did. But see, this was out of the control of anyone. Even if I called him, it was still going to happen because you were going to make sure of it. I'm going to leave this where it's at now because you should have left me where the fuck I was at, minding my fucking business. Donkey water.
All right. How do y'all feel? Listen here. We are going on a roller coaster. We're going on a field trip. We're going on a field trip. If you guys are just now getting in here, let's go ahead and refresh your memory about what's about to go down in September. Baby, Alexa, play what is it? Earth, Wind, and Fire in September.
his name?
His name.
Know
You know
about this
about
because I
this
feel like
because
some
I
of
feel like
them
some of them.
have been given a time frame or some sort of criteria to prove what they have said. And I feel like some of the bank accounts have been frozen already. Um, so they are somewhat aware, some of them. Now, the crazy part is some of these people that are being busted inside of the insurance fraud and with the bank type shit and
All right, guys, listen here. We are about to go on a quick intermission. We will be right back.
Tulsa, baby. Your favorite shade, your hottest tea, and your headline queen. The Wendy Williams of YouTube, iconic, epic, and always petty when I need to be. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Cameras on, baby, I control the stage. Every headline bends when I set the page. Hot topics burn, I deliver with grace. Shady little smirk while I give you faith. From the gossip rooms to the YouTube fight. Turn petty words into sleepless nights. If I say stops here, then it's all through. No one drops tea like I do. I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you'll like. Like and subscribe, let the numbers climb. Serving raw truth with a touch of divine. Breaking news, baby, I say it bold. Every word drips, hotter than gold. Discussing cases, I keep receipts. I'm a boss in heels with the fire and heat. You want the tea, I'll pour it smooth. I'm Queen Tulsa, baby, I set the mold. Sweet on the lips, but sharp when I speak. Petty when I want, but my shade unique. Iconic, epic, I reign supreme. Queen Tulsa, the boss, I'm the headline queen. Don't get it twisted, baby. You came for the gossip, but you stayed for the queen. I don't chase views, views chase me. Now sip that tea, and don't forget to hit that like. Queen Tulsa, I'm the queen of YouTube. I'm the Wendy Williams of YouTube. Treat me right, I'll treat you right. Treat me wrong, I'll treat you wrong. Hit that like, I don't bite. Hit that like, I promise you like. And remember, if I say it stops here, it stops here.
All right. Just a little blast from the past. Okay. So listen, let's go ahead and get into this next live. This is just a refresher to what's coming for next month.
whoever else was involved with something that has to do with rerouting mail and things like this at the post office. Like some of these people are throwing people under the bus and you don't even know that they have been having side conversations with the investigators.
And let me just say this, because Infamous, you had made a comment. You said never was a weapon on him or in that car. Well, listen here. Well, Scott said that there was a weapon and Rain had brought the weapon over to her house. She told him to get all the jewels, the money, the music, whatever he can put in the bag. So this is coming from Sky, the comedian. Do you know who she is? So Sky told everybody that Rain had brought a firearm over to her house. I don't know if you didn't get that memo, but yeah, that's what happened. And she told him to, get all the affairs in order. She also sent him with cash to give to Miss Nicole, and all of the money did not show up. So let's go ahead and get into it.
excuse me. Ooh, confirmation. Somebody was also recently let out of jail within the last few months. They were let out of jail or were may have gotten out and went back to jail but got out again or something. There's two different, yeah. Either they were let out of jail, probably like I want to say.
All right. We got some feedback in the chat. All right. So Infamous says, be mindful people say anything that does not make it true. Well, anything that you say can and will be used against you in an open murder investigation. I guess you didn't get the memo because bloggers, you think that you can just come out here and say something, sweetheart. This is an open murder investigation. You can't sit around and play with artificial evidence. You get what I'm saying? You can find yourself in contempt. You're out here spewing narratives. How did you get this information? You have parties communicating from both sides. So let's not forget that part. When we are dissecting, we got to be fair here. We got to look at it. See, let me just say this. I know the MO3 sector, they're used to running plays and things like that. Listen, I'm straight up with it. No chaser, no sugar around the rim. I'm about to give it to you straight up. You know, let's go ahead and take a listen. This is Mo3's reader, spiritual advisor with Tita Dean. She goes by the governance. Let's take a listen.
At the beginning of the year, and then may have been in some kind of picked up for or arrested or detained for trespassing or something. But I feel like this person has been followed or watched. Like they're listening into this person's conversations, monitoring something online as well. Somebody's feelings was hurt or something by maybe this person, and started saying certain things maybe on their platform or online or something, pretending something ain't what it seems like. This is dang, I don't know. Because this is a lot.
All right, Infamous says, so Armani Rose claims she changed the tags, right? She not in no paperwork. She was clout chasing as well. I guess you believe her too. No, I think that you need to continue to listen to the broadcast. So once the broadcast is done, then we can do a Q&A. I think that's fair. Let's just listen to the broadcast and then we'll do our Q&A at the end.
Because it's something about people are being named in the MO3 case or something, and they're scrambling. Something about the journey starts here. And some people are scrambling. There's going to be some scrambles going on.
All right, so since we're right there, let's go ahead and address it. Have we not seen the MO3 people scrambling? I mean, for heaven's sakes, Elliot came out here and said a man great term. Now they're on this content where Broadway stole, Mahia stole some content. Like, how low can you go? Like, y'all are out here. Now y'all are trying to form this alliance. Let's go against this person. You have Ratchet going around like Tasmanian devil to different people's channels, trying to tell them what to do, how to do it, and calling them stupid. baby, it seems like the MO3 sector is unraveling. Can y'all give Ratchet, a ride to the, y'all need to maybe go check him in to Loose Spirit, because the only thing, listen here, the only thing Ratchet is going to be is a woman. Okay, now y'all already know that. Listen, he is on one. Y'all better get out of his way, ladies. Y'all know how he is against women. Let's get into it. All right, hold on. So you said so you don't want me to comment until you finish playing this. 30, please. No, continue. Because as you comment, then we can go back to the comments. No, so comment as we go through it. And then like you can say, hey, put it in the comment section. And then once we're finished, then we can go back through the comments. Since you said you don't hit the links. So yeah, so that was is fair and you don't lose your thought. Cool. Yeah, so I'm not aggressive. I like to have some understanding. And thank you for giving me a chance. Let's take a listen.
This is dang, I don't know. Because this is a lot, because it's something about people are being named in the MO3 case or something, and they're scrambling. Something about the journey starts here. And some people are scrambling. There's gonna be some scrambles going on. I don't know if this has something to do with somebody that was this named in the MO3 case or something, child. But there's some scrambling going on, child. Also, outside of that, I don't know if it has anything, but something about the hit maker is about to take a fall. The hit maker is about to take a fall. Something about you gambled with your life and you lost. You didn't think somebody would speak on that. But something about the female was wearing a wire. This may be someone that was like pillow talking or talking dirty about their friend or whatever this is, that may be some ties to music, because they keep calling this person hit maker, or they think they're a hit maker. Maybe they are, I don't know. But scrambling, and she was wearing a wire. You probably did not know she was wearing a wire. Something about only offering you head and having to go to the bathroom. It's something about keep going to the bathroom, only offering you head. She was wearing a wire. Like you were talking too much, whomever you are, you were talking too much, but you're gonna take a fall. There's something about also secret indictments and phone calls. People are scrambling, so they're doing really dumb shit. And this is kind of what was being expected by investigators. And something became lengthy. Shut your mouth. Somebody that was detained gave a lot of inside information about other stuff because they were being thrown under the bus. And so they were trying to save themselves. And so they have been giving a whole bunch of information on people just whatever the fuck they knew, and whatever they gave or whatever they said, this shit feels like it was at the last minute. And I feel like that caused a ripple effect because it opened up their eyes about a different investigation that was already happening. Like you may even was talking about wanting to be with this person, this female, whoever was wearing the wire. You may have even been talking about wanting to be with her or marry her, or you may have married her and not knowing or whatever the fuck, but she played her role very well to get all of the information because what they keep saying is you gave her all of the keys. You gave her the keys, and then I keep seeing a chicken spot. I know we've talked about a chicken spot before in one of the readings too. But you gave her the keys and knowledge that she needed because you didn't understand what you were dealing with. And this was something that was very confidential and kept quiet. She may be online talking, like you may see TikTok page, Instagram page. You might have thought she was an Instagram model or look like she just got a lot of good hood shit going on. She could be doing credit repair or whatever the fuck, but this is all a cover, and you have given her the keys to unlocking parts of an investigation that were like sealed up and they couldn't have had it no other way until you gave her the keys, on top of someone else that is either locked up or in an investigation or was let out to get more information from jail. This is like down. Niggas are going down. Red light, green light, stop. Red light, green light, stop. Let me understand. So there's some sort of content creator or online content journalist that gave some information that I feel like this is maybe recently over the past few months, said somebody's name and didn't know what they were saying when they called this person's name. They gave the green light on a red light. They didn't even know what they were saying during their online investigation or content creation. And they said somebody's name. I hear indictments. I don't, messy boots, bank accounts. They're watching someone's finances as well. They're watching what's being spent and they're tracing money. They're doing a whole diagram of where the money is going from different bank accounts. It's not just one, it's multiple bank accounts they're looking at. And they are probably going to call you in, whomever that is, content creator. You may be getting a call from someone or somebody or an indictment or subpoena because they're going to want to know how you knew that name. Why? Because I keep feeling like it's an undercover or the name isn't real. Or they're going to want to know where you got that. Yeah, they're going to want to know where the fuck you got that name from. Because this feels like they're gonna want to know where the fuck you got that name from. How'd you pull that out the magic rabbit hat? Because you the fuck sure is not Quatita Dean. So they're gonna want to know where you got that name. And how did you connect that or something? Because it has something to do with somebody that's dead. Also. And I don't know why I keep hearing spiritual gangster. I keep hearing spiritual gangster. I don't know what that is. But I hear spiritual gangster. So I'm gonna also say that. But you're gonna have to tell them where you got that name from. I don't know if that's not gonna be good for you or for whoever told you that name or wherever you got that name from. It's something that's really tied up with that. I don't know what that name is. It could, I don't know. I don't know. It could be Howie. I do not know. Howie, Howard. I don't know what that name is, but someone also, I feel like separate, someone also is going to be getting a suspended sentence because they're going to be watching this person doing all of the dirty work.
Everybody ain't your partner.
I keep 100 on me. After what they done to me, the same ones who put them to sleep. We all used to be in a G. How could you do me so dirty? How could you wait till I leave? It's like you was hating on her. So now you gon' die and breathe. I got accused of some murders and violence, so I did some time in the pen. Fuck so motherfucking pride in again. Niggas ain't inside it, nigga. Shit got fucked up. Niggas got fucked up. Now my man, cause I'm on the stand raising a motherfucking hands.
I'm just glad that you came a long way. And anybody know him, they know that really know him, know that I went through a whole lot putting up with Lil Melvin. I can call him Lil Melvin. Y'all call him Mo3. He's Lil Melvin to me. He's gonna always be Lil Melvin to me. Sorry. I don't have Mo3 down yet. Sorry. But anyway, I just like I said, I'm just so proud of him, proud of the change because I can remember many nights of staying up all night, not knowing where he was, what he doing. But it seemed like every time he got in trouble, I felt that. and I called on the telephone in the middle of him getting in trouble. But
right around in the car, you had the gunner. Hey, I had to do something too.
All right. Well, listen here. I definitely want to thank you all so much for coming through and supporting the queen. We didn't reach all our goals, but we did reach one. Shout out to Trizzle for that. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Feel free to use the content. It is not like that over here. We like to share people's content. We also shared a walk with ancestors for Dean, which is Mo3's reader. Okay, so with that being said, this concludes our broadcast. Thank you all so much for rolling through and enjoying. Have a wonderful evening on purpose.
Hey, hey, yeah. They try to pause me on YouTube, but look, it stops here. Queen toast rose up. Now those chicks are shook with real fear. I'm a bad bitch, always on point. They can't block my career. I set the camera, lit the room, and made the vision clear. Yeah, you know they mad. Those hoes are hating on my digital space. But I just block the noise, keep the camera focused on my face. Got niggas feeling me, but I turn them down. They can't keep pace. I respect myself and respect my craft. No time to waste. put my family first. Built this empire from the ground. No matter how they try to play you, you captured the play, safe and sound. Didn't make it seem because God made you to wear the heavy crown. What you know about the queen when she's stepping through your town? What you know about the queen? Yeah, she's always on point. Queen Tulsa in the building, smoking out the whole joint. They tried to play you, but you captured the play. Didn't break a sweat. Now those chicks are short. That's a bet, yeah, that's a bet, yeah. Queen Tulsa, they can never match your pedigree. Family first, craft first, living wild and free. I remember clicking up low when the hate was at its peak. They thought that YouTube hot would make my whole foundation weak. But Queen Tulsa doesn't fold. I don't turn the other cheek. I just upgraded my lane. Why these copycats are meek? I keep my standards high. Won't let a man disrupt my focus. These dudes are hitting up my line with that hocus pocus. I turn them down with a smile. My self-respect is royal. To my blood, to my team, I remain forever loyal. They wanted drama, wanted tears, wanted me to crash the car. But God made you a star, so you elevated far. Didn't have to scream or shout, didn't have to start a fight. Just kept the camera rolling and walked straight into the light. What you know about the queen? Yeah, she's always on point. Queen Tulsa in the building, smoking out the whole joint. They tried to play you, but you captured the play. Didn't break a sweat, now those chicks are shook. That's a bet, yeah, that's a bet, yeah. Queen Tulsa, they can never match your pedigree. Family first, craft first, living wild and free. Yeah, this is a letter to myself, the one who stood the ground. When the screen went black, you found a way to turn it all around. No scene, no extra noise, pure grace from above. God made you Queen Tulsa, wrap the strength of self-love. Keep shining, keep grinding. They can never block your view. Queen Tulsa, this is all for you.